in this exciting German Women's Bundesliga, 2,02,425 round 8 clash, Rapport and Roebers enter the Sicilian defense Nies mit deiner Rossolimo attack fianchetto variation Gofold gambit. On e4. On c5. Knight f3. Knight c6. Bishop b5. On g6. King castled kingside. Bishop g7. On c3. On e5 leads us into Sicilian defense Nies mit deiner Rossolimo attack fianchetto variation Gofold gambit. On d4. Rapport might go for Bishop g5. Queen c7. On takes c5. On h6. Bishop h4. Knight f6. Knight bd2. On d6. On takes d6, and put immense pressure on the opponent. On takes d4 played by Roebers. On takes d4. On takes d4. Bishop f4. Knight ge7. Bishop d6. King castled kingside. Knight bd2. On a6. Threatening pawn takes b5. Bishop d3 played by Rapport. On b6. On a4. Bishop b7. On b4. Rook e8. Roebers is planning to play Knight c8. Bishop g3. Knight takes b4 and dominate the board. On b5 played by Rapport. Threatening pawn takes c6. On takes b5 played by Roebers. On takes b5. Knight a5. Rook e1. Rapport is planning to play Rook a4. Knight c8. Bishop g3. On d5. On e5. Knight e7. Knight takes d4 and dominate the board. Rook c8 played by Roebers. Rook a4 it is novelty move. Threatening knight takes d4. Bishop a8 played by Roebers. Knight c4. Rapport might go for Knight ce5. On f6. Bishop c4 check. Knight d5. Queen takes d4. Knight takes c4. Knight takes c4. On f5. On e5, and increase their advantage significantly. Knight b7 played by Roebers. On h3. Knight c5. Bishop takes c5. Rook takes c5. Knight d6. Threatening knight takes e8. Rook f8 played by Roebers. On e5. Knight d5 do not rush. Can you find the strongest move for Rapport? Rook takes d4 is the right idea because Knight c3. Queen d2. Bishop takes f3. Bishop c4. Knight e2 check. Bishop takes e2 position is equal shifting to the main game. Knight d5. Knight e4 is an inaccurate played by Rapport. Knight c3. Roebers intends to play Bishop takes e4. Bishop takes e4. Knight takes d1 and establish a winning position. Knight takes c3 played by Rapport. Pawn takes c3. Rook c4. Queen c7. Roebers intends to play Rook takes c4. Bishop takes c4. Queen takes c4 and dominate the board. Rook takes c5 played by Rapport. Queen takes c5. Queen e2. Rook e8. Queen e3. Queen c7. Roebers considers playing. Bishop takes f3. Queen takes f3. Bishop takes e5 and dominate the board. Queen f4 played by Rapport. Bishop takes f3. Queen takes f3. Bishop takes e5. On g3. Queen c5. King g2. Rook e6. Queen a8 check. King g7. Threatening bishop takes g3. Queen a2 played by Rapport. Rook d6. Threatening rook takes d3. Queen c2 played by Rapport. Queen d5 check. Bishop e4. Threatening bishop takes d5. Queen takes b5 played by Roebers. Rook e2. Queen c5. Queen b3. On b5. On h4. Queen c4. Threatening queen takes e2. Queen c2 played by Rapport. On b4 a tough loss for Rapport, who resigned under pressure.